Hello, welcome to the customary Friday artwork video. So I've managed to sync everything up this week because I actually have a Scourge theme deck. So this week we've had the Scourge theme in the set, the deck musings, and also the Commander Fodder episode. And so I'm going to feature this deck, go through it. It's a deck I've opened before, and I'll include a link to the original unboxing for this. As I mentioned also in the previous videos from this week, in the new year, so this is going out in December of 2023, so in the new year, which will be January 2024, I'm going to go back to going through singles on the for the Friday artwork video, because I have 8th edition cards that I did actually open, albeit way after the set was released, but I've got those that I can go through. So we'll get back to going through a stack of singles for the Friday artwork video. So between this video and then, I'm going to fill the Friday artwork slot with a couple more theme decks that I've got from Dissension, which is a bit further forward, but anyway, I get the impression people like looking at some of these theme decks for various reasons. So yeah, we'll do that. So let's open this up. It's very similar to other theme decks we've looked at from this period in Magic. So let's get this under the camera, and I'll do what I've normally been doing. I'll zoom in a moment. So we'll start off actually with it actually zoomed out, so you can see the whole card, and then I will zoom in and we'll take a closer look at the artwork. But before I do that, I thought you might like to see the insert here. So we've got the one that came with the deck. So there's the Goblin mob deck list. We've got how to play the deck, as you always get with these. And then on the other side, you know, just in case this is the first Magic product that you were opening in that time frame, and you're a new player, explains some of the stuff, theme, archetype, ability wise, that's going on for this set. So size matters, storm, land cycling, non-mana morph costs, and the Scourge story. So we've got that nice foil land that was turning up in theme decks of this period. Okay, so we'll start off with the two rares, and then we'll just go through in rarity order. So we have a Siege Gang Commander, a Sulfuric Vortex, so Skirk Drill Sergeant. So again, you'll see, you know, there's quite a few one-ofs here. There might be 2-ofs and 3-ofs as well. Flamestick Courier, but they were really going for high variance with these theme decks, so they didn't get bored. You didn't get bored with it too quickly. Gem Palm Incinerator, Goblin War Chief, Goblin Psychopath. There's a Reckless one here. Of course, you'll probably notice the predominant creature subtype here is Goblin. Skirk Volcanist, I think that is. And so our first multiple copies there, 2 of those. We've got Enrage, so we're still with uncommons here, but we're moving into the non-creature spells that are uncommon. A Carbonize, and we seem to have 2 of those. And then we move on to the commons. So we've got a Goblin Grappler, and copies of that. That's 2 of those. Goblin Sledder, a couple of those. Goblin Taskmaster, a couple of those. Goblin Brigand. We have 3 of those. a Scourge Marauder. And there's a couple of those. We have a Sparksmith, a single copy. Goblin Sky Raider. A couple of those. That's a flying one too. A Nosy Goblin. It's one of those. Rock Jockey. A couple of those. Actually, we're three. Is that three of those? Yep, three. Skirk Commando. A couple of those. Moving on to the non-creature spells at common, we've got Goblin War Strike. There's two of those in the deck. A Wave of Indifference. That's an X and red spell. And moving on to our land base, Goblin Burrows. There's a couple of copies of those, I believe. Yep. And then we're in mono red. We've got Forgotten Cave, which was the mono red cycling land from around that period. And there's two of those. And then no surprise here, you'll see there is mountains from the main set of the block, because Scourge was the last set of the block. So that would be Onslaught, I suppose. And nice to see here. As you can see, we've got multiple artwork here. So what we'll do in a moment, we'll go through this nice and close for just the individual pieces of artwork. And so yeah, 4 pieces of artwork there for the mountains. Okay. Yeah, and I'll probably be keeping with the Goblin theme in the new year when I revisit the World Championship for 2003. Once we start looking at 10th edition, because 10th edition had just been, Scourge had been released, and then 10th edition had been released. So when I get to that point, what I will do is I think I'm going to pick the Goblin deck from the top 8 to look at. What's in the World Championship from 2003? At least that's the plan. Okay. Do I dare get that in closer? Probably not. Sometimes it works against me if I get it too close. Okay, so let's go through these. I'll just show you a single copy of these. Yeah, it's always interesting. I mean, when you look through sets, you know, Goblins in red is sort of one of the predominant things that you'll see probably throughout Magic's history. And there's probably, you know, in each of the colours of Magic, there's probably certain creature types which regularly turn up in sets, regardless of the theme. But obviously in certain sets you see, you know, an increase in certain creatures in certain colours, and in red, you know, it'll wax and wane with goblins. In white it might be, say, soldiers perhaps, and then in blue maybe merfolk over the years. And in green, I suppose, elves. And then with black, I suppose I'm trying to think really what predominantly there over time is the most common creature that you would see. Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head actually. It'll probably come to me in a moment. Oh, I lost my place there. I didn't know if I put this up already. Shuffling cards around a bit. Does help if we get it around the right way, doesn't it? Dear me, I'm having a bit of a day today shooting these videos. Now I'm bashing the camera. You know, it's suddenly come to me. It's just as I'm going through these cards, I'm thinking, yeah, what would I say that, you know, probably creature subtype I most associate with, like mono black, I suppose. Maybe zombies. I suppose it'd be up there. Certainly a lot of vampires. I suppose one way to think about it is, you know, if you were building like an eternal format weenie deck, you know, what in each of the colours would be the predominant creature type. I suppose that's one way of thinking of it. Okay, let's have a look at the artwork for the basic land. There's a final piece of artwork. So thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in a future episode.